It's Tuesday in the NHL, and we have a 9-game slate to work with tonight. Now, I've grouped 6 of those games together into 2 3-game parlays. Let's jump into it. I'm going to start this off with Calgary and Montreal. Now, the Flames have lost 8 of 10 games, and they've allowed 9 goals in their past 2 games. They've also allowed 2 or more goals in every game this season. Now, until this prop stops cashing for Montreal, I don't see how we just can't keep betting it, and that's the both teams to score 2 or more prop with Montreal, as it's 14-1 this season, and it's also on a 10-0 run. Let's go both teams to score 2 or more goals between Calgary and Montreal. Next up, we'll go both teams to score 2 or more again in this game, and it's New Jersey and Winnipeg. Now, these are 2 teams where this prop also keeps cashing all season long so far. New Jersey is 12-1 if you were betting the both teams to score 2 or more prop, and they're actually 9-4 to both teams to score 3 or more. They've allowed 4, 6, 2, 4 goals in their last 4 games, so they're not keeping many goals out of the net lately. Now, both teams to score 2 or more is also 12-2 in the Jets games this season. They've allowed 3 or more goals in 6 of 7. Here's 2 teams that seem to be scoring and conceding goals. Let's go both teams to score 2 or more there, and that would come in right around even money if you want to bump this up a little bit more, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Pittsburgh and Columbus. Now, they've won 4 straight games. They've also had 2 shutouts in 2 of those 4 games. They've scored 2 or more goals in all but 1 game this season as well. Meanwhile, Columbus have allowed 2 or more goals in all but 1 game this season and in 11 straight, including 3, 5, 5, and 5 in their last 4. I'm just going to ask Pittsburgh to get 2 goals in this game. So if we go Penguins over 1.5, both teams to score 2 or more between the Jets and the Devils, and both teams to score 2 or more between the Flames and the Canadiens, you can get plus 134 odds over at DraftKings. Now, before I get into the next parlay, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're liking these NHL picks so we can keep growing this channel. So the next parlay will be Anaheim and Nashville. Now, these are 2 underrated teams in the scoring markets, in my opinion. Anaheim, they average 3.14 goals per game this season, and Nashville are averaging 3.0. Anaheim has won 7 of 9 recently. They've scored 3 or more goals in 8 of those 9 games, but they had allowed 2 or more goals in every game this season. That was up until their last game where they beat San Jose, the worst team in the league, 4-1. Had you blindly been betting the both teams to score 2 or more prop in Nashville games lately, you'd be on a perfect 8-0 run. They've also lost their last 2 games, 7-5 and 6-3, so we're seeing lots of goals there. Let's go both teams to score 2 or more between the Ducks and the Predators. And then we'll just go over 1.5 goals for the Bruins over the Sabres. Boston has scored 3 or more goals in every game this season before losing 3-2 in overtime to Montreal on the weekend. Now, that does mean, though, that they've still scored 2 or more goals in every game. Meanwhile, Buffalo, they just lost 4-0, and they've allowed 2 or more goals in 9 of their past 10. Boston over 1.5. And finally, we'll go Stars over 1.5 against Arizona. This could, in fact, be another both teams to score 2 game if you wanted to go that route. Arizona's actually 6-3 to both teams to score 3 in the past 9. They've scored 2 or more in 10 of 11. Dallas is 7-1 to the both teams to score 2 or more prop of late, allowing 2 or more goals in all 8 of those games. But they've won 3 straight, and they aren't allowing a ton of goals in those games, as they've only allowed 2 or 3 goals in each of their past 8. So let's play this safe and just go Dallas over 1.5. So Stars to score 2, Bruins to score 2, and Ducks and Predators, both teams to score 2 or more. That one comes in at minus 115 over at DraftKings. So there we have it, 2 NHL parlays at plus 134 and minus 115 odds to cheer on tonight. Let's hope for a good night on the ice. Be sure to drop me your picks in the comments, and best of luck with all of your NHL picks tonight.